Hey guys, what's up? Another day at Cougar House Garage. Justin and I are boxing up the knuckle to my 5th-gen 4RUNNER to send to Weaver, and we also have the knuckle off Kaz's Duramax, his 99 Ford Super Duty knuckle that we have to send off to Weaver too, so they can cut the top, modify it, put the knuckle or the heister arm on. Same thing on mine. So we're gonna get those shipped off this morning, and then we're gonna move on to doing some other stuff. I mean, we got my iPad dash to finish up here. Last episode we got that tacked together, mocked up. So in this episode we got to epoxy that and get that ready, and then also we got some parts to cut out, and we got the cross member to start making for the Toyota pickup pre-runner truck here. So it's pretty cool, guys. We're actually caught up right now. We're caught up with the Silverado, we're caught up with the Duramax. We just got to order some ballistic fab hind joints for steering and stuff. And then we just got our steel order in from Chehalis Steel, so we're able to start cutting out parts for the 5th-gen 4RUNNER now. I took it apart a year ago. Facebook just reminded me. Thank you, Facebook. But anyways, we've had a lot of customer trucks to work on since then, so it's not like we haven't been working on it just because we don't want to or anything. Trust me, we really wanted to work on that truck. But alright guys, so let's get started here. Let's get these knuckles boxed up. We'll run them to mail and ship and get them shipped off, and then we'll get back here to the shop and we'll get that iPad dash finished up before we take that over to Apex Collision. I'm going to actually have them color match it to the paint coat of my 4RUNNER, so that'll be pretty cool. Other guys just use Sem Black or whatever, but we're going to take it one step further. But alright guys, let's get started today. Alright guys, now that Justin helped me box these knuckles up, we put them both in one box. If it fits, it ships, right? Now we're going to take these down to the Shelton Mail and Ship UPS store and then get them shipped out, and then we'll get back here to the house and move on to the next part of the day. Alright guys, back here at the shop, we got those knuckles dropped off for both my 4RUNNER, so that way when mine comes back I can put ball joints back in that, put it on my axle when I design my truss. It'll be ready so I can make my panhard and panhard bar and the steering rod the same angle, obviously, you know. So, and then also we got Kaz's sent off, so when his comes back we'll install on his truck. We'll put his high steer rod on that goes from, you know, the high steer arm on the passenger knuckle up to the panhard, or not the panhard, but the pitman arm off the steering box. And then we can put its panhard bar on, you know, design its geometry. But alright, in the meantime here, we're going to work on the dash, iPad dash for the 5th gen, or the 4th gen 4RUNNER here, until we get a little shade in the backyard, and then we can build the cross member for the pre-runner Toyota here. So let's get into this, guys. Let's do some body work on this dash panel. I got to go ahead and sand off all the 3M plastic epoxy, and then we're going to apply Rage Gold Extreme. Sand that. We'll primer it first with some high build primer. Sand that down, make it smooth and nice with 400 grit, and then when that's nice, we'll clean that off with some alcohol and water mix, and then we'll spray it, and then we'll cover it with Rage Gold Extreme, and then we'll sand that smooth, and then probably with 400 grit as well, and then we'll lay high build primer on top of that before we take it over to our friends at Apex Collision, because they're going to color match it all to my paint code, so that'll be pretty cool. But alright, let's start doing some body work.
Hey guys, change of plans. I went through all my cabinets and I realized I used the rest of the Rage Gold Extreme on the dually last year when I was working on it in the firewall. So I talked to the guys, I talked to a few shops in town, O'Reilly's, or parts stores, O'Reilly's in Napa, nobody had any. So I called the body shop, I was like, hey, you got any of that? And he's like, we actually use 3M Platinum body filler, and this is what, you know, we'll be putting on it to finish it off after you guys are done and get it about 80%. So it's good I called them because you really don't want to mix body fillers. So they gave us the bottom of the can they have and a little bit of hardener. So we're going to go ahead and get this mixed up and apply it on here, get it all smoothed out and looking good. I'll continue working on this tomorrow with Justin, guys. We'll get, we need some 80 grit and some 120 grit sandpaper to finish off cleaning up the panel and just getting it to that grit smooth. And then we'll take it over to our friends at Apex Collision and they'll paint it to the paint code of my 4, I'll give them the VIN number and they'll make it color match. It'll look super good. I'm going to do the sides of my center console as well, where it's all that silver, all the silver accessories inside. I'm going to get them all color matched, so it's going to look really good. I'll start off by getting the iPad dash panel all done and the center console pieces, and then I'll pull out my gauge cluster and the pieces that are on my door panels and the main center console piece. I'll take all that out after that, and that'll be a separate step for painting. Oh, and the shift knob too. That'll be cool to have that color match. It's silver as well. So pretty successful afternoon. You know, we're working on this today because we're waiting for brake lines for Rick's truck to show up, and then once we get this dropped off, we're going to move on to the pre-runner Toyota again, and we'll get the transmission cross member all buttoned up for that truck. And then from there, we'll be able to, as soon as the brake lines show up, we'll be able to work on the Chevrolet again, bleed the brakes, bleed the power steering, and then also now that we have steel here, we can actually get reservoir mounts made and get those mounted up too, so they're not just sitting on the tire like that anymore. But alright guys, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll get this panel finished sanded. You know, if any of you are interested, I charge $1,200 to do these iPad dashes. Go ahead and send them in to me. Just direct message me, and then you guys can send them to me, and I can get you an iPad dash done out for you. But all right, enough stuttering. We'll continue working on that tomorrow, guys. Get that ready. We'll take that over to Apex Collision, and then we'll move on to the pre-runner pickup. So thanks for watching today, guys. Thanks for your constant support as always. Please drop a comment. Let us know what you think of the iPad dash and the Soundman side slider kit. It's pretty cool. And then hit the bell up there so you guys get notifications anytime I upload videos. You know, YouTube's always changing this stuff. And then if you guys like what we do, you like Cougar House Garage, check us out at cougarhousegarage.com. Check us out at Facebook /Cougar House Garage. And we are Cougar House Garage on Instagram, guys. Follow along with all the crazy projects there. We'll catch you in the next episode.